first came to Durango in 1973, I was born and raised in Oklahoma, and my family, we came up here for a vacation and just happened to get a ticket on a train. Back in those days, they were packed and hard to get on board the train to Silverton, and fortunately did, and it was kind of life-changing for me. It was instantly I knew where I wanted to live, what I wanted to do, and subsequently I went home and just began as a young teenager to start pouring myself into studying the history of the Colorado railroads. You know, I'm not alone in a chorus of individuals who really love railroading, and particularly Colorado, narrow gauge railroading, and the history of the Denver and Rio Grande and all the different railroads throughout our state. And I just always found it very fascinating, and to me, it just seemed kind of mystical in a certain way, and I don't know why, but history's always felt that way to me. I always felt like all the events that we talk about when we speak of history, well-known events, you know, the Great Wars, or maybe certain time periods that we went through change in our societies, I've always felt that they, in the grand scheme of things, especially as I get older, only happened yesterday. We sometimes forget that life really goes quickly, and getting to learn a lot about people and what we did beforehand is just really important to knowing where we're going to be going for the future. And that's a trite statement in some ways, but I really believe that. The article I wrote, well, essentially it just talks about the push for the railroad, that being the Denver and Rio Grande and the Rio Grande Southern Railroad subsequently, pushing toward Durango, initially starting up out of Denver, the Denver and Rio Grande Railway, and then coming down into this region via Walsenburg, Alamosa, Chama, New Mexico, and in coming here, what kind of resources helped develop the communities around here. Obviously, the reason the railroad came down here was to chase the mining that was going on since the 1870s in Silverton. But that was just a feeder line of the purpose of the railroad for so many different reasons. I hope that any individual reading it will, number one, be inspired to learn more. Just let that be a little thumbnail sketch of something they'd like to dig into, read, and look for resources to learn. But I think being willing to dig in and learn and understand all of the individuals that came before us, and I don't mean just the leaders who built the railroad, but everyone that worked and toiled, all the families that came out of here, all of the ladies that had the guts to come out here and be drug out west from the comfortable place with their husbands coming out here to venture into mining back in that era. Just to think how brave and how incredible people were to come out here and be a part of all this settling in a family environment, not just from some entrepreneurial spirit. Is just amazing to me, and I hope everyone would like to learn more about all the individuals who really toiled to bring us to where we are today.
To read this story, visit colorado150southwest.org.
Alpine Bank, committed to Colorado and you.